But I do have many questions here, and I've been pretty vocal about them. Where's the rifle?
Did they find it? I thought they found it.
They found it, yeah, but here's the interesting part. They didn't find it on the roof. They found it in a wooded area near the location. When I witnessed this guy jumping, where's the rifle? I don't see it.
Well, you're a gun guy, Andrew. Are there rifles that can be like disassembled or?
Sure, but my understanding was, so if you have a Mauser that's a fixed barrel, that's not something you're going to be able to take the barrel off of without specialty tools, a gun vise, and various things like this. Mm-hmm. If I remember correctly on the Mauser, that is a threaded, not pressed barrel. So you're not just going to unthread that barrel. That's not how that works. You don't just go, and unthread the barrel and you're good to go.
Well said, Andrew. Yeah. Well said. You should have stayed on the side of truth, though. I think you kind of messed up there.
Hey, guys. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Carissa.
And I'm Christian, and this is A Lot in Common. So, sister, how are you doing today?
Not doing great today. I'm feeling a little amped up. I'm feeling angry. Right. And this Lindsay Clancy stuff has got us on one.
Yes, it does. Mm-hmm. And okay, I understand that people can try to find sympathy and conspiracies in everything right now because most things are a conspiracy, honestly. And so there's another case coming out. People want to look into it and they want to find the conspiracy there. And I'm going to say, you guys, this is not the one to get behind. Yeah, in my opinion,
this is not the one. This is extraordinarily disturbing on so many levels. The most disturbing part, obviously, is that she did this with her bare hands to her 3 babies, right? Yep. Lindsay Clancy. And that there are women out there that are literally supporting her because they feel bad that she was under psychosis because of drugs.
So we're going to pull up something very interesting about the case or about Lindsay Clancy. Did you know that her GoFundMe, she has a GoFundMe for her, for people supporting her. Not sure what the money would be going to, honestly, like maybe her legal team or whatever. It has surpassed $1 million, you guys.
So that dollar amount is not just a dollar amount. That is the amount of people that are supporting her.
Yeah.
This is outrageous.
There it is. Just in, Lindsay Clancy GoFundMe surpasses $1 million. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I feel disturbed that there's that many people that are for this. It's actually mind-blowing. It's absolutely insane.
Let's find out what her GoFundMe is even for.
Yeah.
Interesting. Right here it says it is not for Lindsay Clancy's legal defense. It is to help her parents, Mike and Paula Musgrove, cover the personal financial costs of supporting her through the ongoing trial.
So is this why she looks so content and happy in these hearings? Because honestly, have you guys seen the way that she looks during trial? It's what I would imagine a totally demon-possessed person to look like. She is the epitome of a demon-possessed woman.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think that you could definitely say this woman looks like a demon. And then whenever you put that into what she actually did to her children, yeah, that's a demon, you guys. There's no soul in those eyes.
She's
there's
occupied.
No sympathy. There's no sympathy in those eyes.
Yeah, let's take a look at these women throwing ice to get out their aggression. Meanwhile, setting up a camera to do this. This isn't just them doing it. It's them showing the world, the internet, that they really need to be seen and heard. And then this is their way to go about it. So it's a woman throwing, it looks like ice into her bathroom shower area. This is postpartum, got the best of her today. She looks so angry and just throwing ice. It's helping her emotionally regulate.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, in my opinion, I don't think that's going to help with anything. Also, where's your kids?
Right.
You know? are your kids seeing you do this behavior? Because if you're going to be doing this type of behavior in front of your children, you're a horrible example of what a woman is supposed to be.
The healthcare system is completely distraught. They're, making women feel helpless when all they would literally have to do is go for a walk and they would feel so much better. But instead, these women are setting up their cameras in their dark bathrooms and throwing ice at the bathtub, throwing tantrums like their children do. And so I get it. It's overwhelming being a mother. I'm a single mom of 2 kids and I get overwhelmed, but never once did I think that I wanted to set up a camera and throw ice into a bathtub to feel better. A walk, some sunshine feels good. There are lots of ways to regulate your system and to be the best you can for your children.
Yep.
You don't go throw tantrums like you tell your children not to do.
Right.
That's for sure.
Exactly. And there's not just one video of the ice throwing women. There's multiple videos of women throwing ice in bathtubs.
Yeah. It could be a mix of things. It could be a mix of all the chemicals they're putting in our food, and it could be a mix of just lack of sunshine and just really simple things that are creating women to be super depressed and feeling like they don't feel seen, so they want to put themselves crying in front of the world. I think it's really pathetic, and I think that women need to start looking within, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, because what I'll say is, sure, I'm being real rough on this, but if you and I were talking to a woman in real life and she was crying about her child and how hard it is, I would feel horrible for her and I would cry with her and I would understand her.
Yeah.
But since these women are sitting here on the internet doing
with
it,
strangers,
that's what changes all of it and makes it another level of delusion and weirdness and creepiness. And they're doing it to stand with this demon. Yeah. So that's why we're being so rough on these women that are posting these videos. I'm not being rough on women that are actually going through this in real life, because most women have and are going through this. Yeah. That's completely different than posting yourself online.
Yes. And then saying you stand with Lindsay Clancy. That's a whole different ballpark of depression. That's something else.
Yeah, that's not depression.
That's a danger zone.
That's called possession.
Yeah.
You're possessed.
Yeah.
Also, here we've got a whole bunch of women outside of the trial for Lindsay Clancy. This lady's got her kid, and they're all in there for support.
Go ahead to Lindsay with the mental health. I don't know if you'll ever have this many women in one place at one time who may understand all of us on a level that others don't. So
I wonder if these women would feel the same if they saw her single-handedly 3 children back to back. Would they still be standing out there with hearts in the air for Lindsay Clancy's mental health, or would they see her as a demon-possessed, dangerous person? But they didn't see it firsthand, and they're not seeing it the right way, and this has got to stop.
This does have to stop. I saw another person say that, imagine if Lindsay Clancy had your 3 kids, would you still stand with her mental health? I would like to move on, though. I'm sure you guys want to move on. We're sick and tired of hearing about Lindsay Clancy. I think that it's disheartening. It's hard to think about. It's hard to talk about. And I think it's just disgusting on so many different levels. So let's move on from this.
So we're going to move on from one demon-possessed woman to another. Maybe a different demon is possessing Miss Erika, but we'll move on to the things that she's saying now.
Yep. Erika Kirk has gotten herself in some more trouble with doing speeches, because of course she always gets in trouble whenever she speaks in public.
Evil eats itself. It just does. You just have to wait it out. And that's why if you just wait on the Lord, he will confuse, and he'll just, they'll just eat you themselves. It's a thing. You can watch it. You can watch it in real time. But
it is a thing. Everybody seen the snake that eats itself? The ultimate sign of evil. That's what is she talking about? This, the ultimate evil eating itself. Okay, so is she talking about the Ouroboros? Because that's what it sounds like. Evil eating itself.
Yes.
Let's take a look at what that means. Just maybe if she didn't make a mistake with her words, did she really mean this?
I mean, I think the devil confused her because she tried to say that God confuses, and that is not true. God does not confuse. The devil confuses.
Yeah.
And so she was trying to lie on God's name, and that was not acceptable to him. So she literally started eating her own words and confusing herself.
Yeah, so she's talking about the Ouroboros is an ancient symbol found in multiple cultures. Its earliest known depictions date back to ancient Egypt, where it appeared in funerary texts representing the cyclical nature of time. The symbol later appeared in Greek alchemical traditions, where it conveyed the idea of the eternal return, transformation, and the interconnectedness of life and death.
So it's, just an eternal cycle and renewal, unity and wholeness, self-reflection and self-sufficiency. It sounds like a whole bunch of blasphemy, in my opinion. I think that, of course, the devil's going to twist everything and change it up. And so he's going to make a snake eating itself seem like it's renewal and self-reflection.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that? Do you think that that's the devil, or do you think that's God's work? I do not think God is working through Erika Kirk here.
I do not. Even with the double crosses there, she is not being very godly, letting the audience know that God confuses, because God does not confuse. Like you said, God is pretty clear.
God's very clear, and I do love that you brought this up. Owen Benjamin posted right here.
Yeah.
I wonder why the saying is double crossed.
Boom. That's a mic drop right there.
That deserves a like.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Erika Kirk, there's always something wild with her.
I think we could probably leave it at that for Erika. She's just constantly messing up, and I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see that she is having a harder time playing the role of the grieving widow, and she's kind of correcting herself, and we're seeing who she really is by the things that she's saying. All the truth will be revealed in time.
Yep. Well said, sister. There's a few things that have come to light with the Charlie Kirk case here. A few interesting things that I thought that were kind of worth pointing out, because we do talk about certain people so much on the show. First is Hunter Kozak. This is the kid that put his head up whenever he was practicing before Charlie had died. He was practicing his expression.
Yes.
And then he was, of course, on Barry Weiss asking Erika Kirk the last question. He's just like reared his little head in over and over and over.
Right.
And apparently his uncle or somebody who's related to him works as the executive producer for the Jimmy Kimmel show.
Okay.
That's also weird, right? So there's new photos emerging of him on the scene in a few different spots after the bang, or whatever you'd like to call it. After the we got this one right here. This is obviously after, and you've got him walking around, right? And it's obviously a little cleared. It's a small photo. It's hard to gauge how many people are there or what's happening, but he's definitely still on scene, which is very weird. Walking away, right?
Yeah, and this is the same outfit he was wearing that day, so it's going to be hard to deny that that's him, right?
That's totally him, in my opinion, allegedly.
Yeah.
And then we've got one more of him on the same day.
Hunter Kozak caught heading back to the crime scene right away. But what about your story of getting to immediately go to your 2-year-old daughter in the NICU?
So what's happening there is, apparently he said, like, his whole alibi for leaving the crime scene right away. He said he left right away. That's why this is all weird, because he said that he left because his baby was just born. And so his daughter was apparently in the NICU, his 2-day-old daughter, which people are also very weirded out by. Why was he at the Charlie Kirk event?
Yeah.
Whenever his daughter was just born in the NICU 2 days ago, what was he doing there?
Right.
And so he claims that he left immediately. So, but there's a lot of footage showing that he didn't. He stuck around. And this is, of course, George Zinn being taken off. So this is right after it happened. Right here, you're gonna see. Here. That's crazy. Somebody caught him all the way in the back.
I know, man.
That's him just walking around, you guys.
Just walking around.
He's walking back. He's not. He didn't leave immediately.
What is he doing? Well, after watching his reaction, the videos of him, should we pull that up again? Of him practicing his reaction right before he seemed like he was actually kind of excited about it. Looking at it in hindsight now, like he was excited to be brought into the spotlight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I agree. And I mean, he did a couple interviews after, like, just have it, like, staying relevant.
Yeah.
Right? Like, these people, they want to stay relevant whenever they've done something that's remarkable in their lives, that they've never done something so exciting, like worked with the FBI or whatever they did, right?
Yeah.
They did something crazy and they want to keep it going, it seems like.
And it doesn't surprise me that, you know, he has family members in the showbiz. It's all connected. Every part of evil is connected to itself. It's insane. When you look at it, you're like, oh, that's connected. That's connected. That's connected. Paul Vallely works for TPUSA and he wrote Mind Wars and Michael Aquino is their dad. You know what I mean? It's like really wild.
I agree with you. So here is right before Charlie Kirk even arrives on scene. This is Hunter Kozak practicing his response. At least allegedly, that's what this looks like.
Yeah.
This is at the time of the shot, or when the... Moving into Lance Twiggs.
Okay.
Apparently, people have found online these very interesting coincidences that keep lining up with Lance Twiggs and people posting about what happened on 9/10 before 9/10. So let's take a look here. So this is from Chris at WChrisH. Lance is now suspect number 1. So we'll just start at the top here, okay? At Tally Hall album, right? It predicts the date of a then reposts on 9/13. So this was posted on 9/3, so September 3rd. Okay. They said, it'd be funny if someone like Charlie Kirk got shot on September 10th, LMAO. Evil. But pre-9/10, the Reddit account attributed to Lance Twiggs repeatedly posted in our Tally Hall and appeared to be a big fan of the band. Right here it says our Tally Hall. This is like a group, right? The our Tally Hall. Lance Twiggs, his account was posting in that over and over again pre 9/10. So, oh, what? I can still see it on Spotify. That's Lance Twiggs, right? Tally Hall. Then right here you've got Lance Twiggs as well. Talking about was my first Tally Hall song ever. I loved it so much. I went on to listen to everything else the band and members had made. Hearing the other songs afterward blew my mind, and now VOAC still stands as one of my favorites. It sounded so unique at first, and knowing the influences just makes it better. 4 years ago, right? Just talking about this band.
Yeah.
Tally Hall.
Yeah.
And then down here still, obviously he's like infatuated with this band. He loves this band. So wouldn't it be funny that he would make an act called Tally Hall album and then have foreknowledge of what's going to happen to Charlie Kirk and post about it, because these people can't help it. They have to speak out and tell what the devil's plans are.
Just like Hunter Kozak practicing, like they're almost like disgustingly excited about it, you know, like that they're in the know and everybody else isn't.
Right.
They want to be special so bad. You know what I mean? Very, very crazy. That's in my opinion, there's no coincidences. So that is Lance Twiggs, in my opinion. And I think that he's posting about it because he's just excited that he's in the know.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
I think he's excited he's in the know. And you know what else? I think he's pretty happy right now that he's getting away with it.
Well, yeah.
Allegedly, of course.
Yeah,
but
allegedly.
Yep.
But we all think, you know, most of us think that Lance Twiggs had a lot more to do with this than is being told.
You know what's crazy is how many how many breadcrumbs are here with this case. Because even you had Andrew Wilson was sitting here doing videos right after 9/10, saying that he thinks it's it's not very reliable that these videos of this guy jumping on the roof would be Tyler Robinson.
Let's play that.
Yes.
What Andrew Wilson initially thought.
Right here you've got Zach Costello. Dang, Andrew Wilson didn't always used to be this way. What changed? So let's listen to Andrew in his own words.
But I do have many questions here, and I've been pretty vocal about them. Where's the rifle?
Did they find it? I thought they found it.
They found it, yeah, but here's the interesting part. They didn't find it on the roof. They found it in a wooded
woods
area near the location. When I witnessed this guy jumping, where's the rifle? I don't see it.
Well,
See it?
you're a gun guy, Andrew. Are there rifles that can be like disassembled or?
Sure, but my understanding was, so if you have a Mauser that's a fixed barrel, that's not something you're going to be able to take the barrel off of without specialty tools, a gun vise, and various things like this. If I remember correctly on the Mauser, that is a threaded, not pressed barrel. So you're not just going to unthread that barrel. That's not how that works. You don't just go, and unthread the barrel and you're good to go. That has to be a specialty takedown rifle.
Yeah.
So even if this was disassembled, if you have a barrel length and then you have the stock, which is there, that should protrude from the backpack. And then also on top of that, you're not going to disassemble that in a way where you reassemble it on top of a building.
Well said, Andrew.
Yeah.
Well said. You should have stayed on the side of truth, though. I think he kind of messed up there. He's just making a fool of himself left and right. He posted the photo of Charlie Kirk's text message. Did you see this?
No, I didn't.
So
I didn't see that
Friday,
yet.
Friday he was supposed to post it, but
Yeah.
he said he's staying home and he's making love to his wife.
Oh,
instead.
right.
And
Oh,
having
but
a
he
beer.
didn't say. I saw that, and he didn't say he was making love to his wife. He said he's gonna go hump his wife.
Yeah, which is gnarly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Pretty gnarly. Really, I bet you that probably turned her off. Too. She's like, "What? Hump me? Are you a dog?" I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But so he ended up releasing it, I believe, yesterday. So yeah, or today or yesterday, I can't remember. And this is what the message looks like. And there is an interesting fact about this message, or an interesting theory going on with this message, because people are asking Grok a lot of questions as well. Supposedly, this was September 9th. Around 6:47 p.m. Okay, so yes, law enforcement has been fully supportive and has agreed toy security plan and posture. Tomorrow's event will be covered by both my team and Campus PD. If additional support is required, patrol units will be available. I have 11 on site. Okay, and then this is Charlie. Okay, great. Delicately remind them they are there for one person, security only. I'm somewhat worried about the left trying to kill me. Okay. But what's interesting about this is Ian Malcolm, 84, says, "Hey, Grok, what are the odds that this text screenshot from Paleo Christ Con claims is from Charlie Kirk is authentic, given the graininess, unusual positioning, and other dynamics? Just give me a percentage." Grok says, under 10%. The garbled phrasing, toy security plan, all in power, grainy photo of on-screen quality, and bubble layout quirks are classic signs of AI generated or heavy editing, not a clean capture. Presenting it after refusing to show primary evidence in the debate does undercut reliability of this specific claim.
I don't think it's real. And especially going with how Charlie didn't live in fear, right? That's a narrative that's being talked about all the time. He didn't live in fear. He trusted the Lord and his plans. He had dreams and things that he would tell Candace about being, and he was okay with it. And so I don't think that he would just randomly all of a sudden be afraid. Do you know what I mean? And then just worry about me only. He didn't seem like a selfish guy to me.
No, and I think that he was really good at delegating issues. And so if he was worried about them, like him being attacked or by the left, I think that he would just let that rest on the security position, because he would delegate that task to them, because he has a lot more else to worry about.
Right.
Also, another interesting thing is that Erika Kirk, she says the night before he was so excited to go to this UVU campus to talk to all the college students. He was so excited he could hardly sleep. But now, in retrospect, apparently he was afraid of the left killing him. So really he had anxiety and he was scared. But what she wanted to do was pretend like she didn't hear him come in the room and hear him up all night, apparently eating snacks. But she was laying in bed because he was scared that he was going to die, and she didn't want to talk to him, apparently. I wonder why.
Yeah, and then he didn't want to be comforted by his wife, which is a whole nother thing. It's like, why didn't he want to be comforted by her if this is true? It's all just falling apart.
So yes, the Charlie Kirk case is unraveling more and more and more. And I have a feeling it's just not going to stop.
Yeah.
Until it's all unraveled and we get the truth. Regardless of which direction the truth comes from or goes to, we're going to figure it out.
Yeah. And within our hearts and our own personal lives, we'll know the truth. I do not think it's going to come to justice in the mainstream. I don't think it's going to work out the way we all want it to. I think we're never going to get the official truth. We're just going to kind of have to know. Like, if you know, you know, type of deal.
Let's move on, though. We've got, of course, President Trump. He has this aide, right, who has been by his side for a very long time now. Her name is Natalie Harp. Have you heard of her?
I've seen her. Yep, I've seen her.
Yes, it's this blonde lady right here. We'll show a little bit of her. This was remember that famous video that came out? We were all like, oh, that's so cool. He's having her write his tweets as he writes them. And it was during the Kamala Harris debate, I believe it was, or her speech, and he was listening to her and tweeting at the same time, but it was really Natalie Harp that was writing everything up. And so here's a quick little video of her and him.
Thank you. It's about 20. That must be 35.
Traveling from India to California with an unshakable dream.
Natalie Harp. Okay. She's getting a lot of press and headlines right now.
Okay. Why?
Because apparently she's very stalkerish and obsessed with President Trump.
Okay.
There's been a lot of reports and rumors coming out lately that she is just infatuated with him. She won't leave his side. She's sleeping in maid's quarters to try to stay close to him at all times, right? There's a photo right here of her running after him as go-kart. You know, it's like she's smiling. She probably thinks it's funny. She's like, come back here, right?
Okay.
There is a released, supposedly this is real, you guys. There is a released letter that she sent to Trump just recently. We're going to go ahead and read it. Let's see what you guys think. If this lady should be near the president.
Okay. I want things to always be right between us. I also know I've been distracted all week, forgetting to eat throughout the days and even forgetting to sleep and only catching a couple hours at a time. I haven't been myself, dwelling on the past and the pain of losing my dad, and I started letting the remarks of people who haven't bothered me before get to me. Not because I care what others think, but because I see myself being lowered in your eyes and good opinion. That is the fear you see, because I never want to bring you anything but joy. I'm sorry, I lost my focus. You are all that matters to me. I don't want to ever let you down. Thank you for being my guardian and protector in this life. That's what I wanted to use this card for when you saw me at the cash register and once again did what you didn't have to do and gifted me the mementos of this trip of a lifetime, a coming of age. I will return a better person. I have to sign off now as the cars are leaving. See you soon with all my heart, Natalie.
I think it's a little interesting.
Found her at a cash register?
I guess so.
Okay.
He found her at a cash register. She's very young. Let's look up how young Natalie Harp is.
Yeah,
you know what else is interesting about Natalie Harp? There's just a lot of unsubstantiated rumors with Natalie Harp, and people are saying that Melania Trump doesn't like her anywhere around her. Because she probably knows that this is Trump's little side piece.
Right. I would imagine.
Right here it says she is an American political aide with a former television presenter who has served as a special assistant and executive assistant to President Donald Trump since January 2025. She's a bone cancer survivor. She rose to prominence after praising Trump's 2018 right to try law, though experts have questioned its role in her treatment. She's born in 1991, so she is 34. She's 34 years old.
But it is interesting, and that probably is like his Monica Lewinsky.
Yep. It probably is. She seems a little bit more devoted to him than Monica Lewinsky was to Bill Clinton, though, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Monica Lewinsky was kind of just sent in by...
Yeah.
And Natalie Harp actually seems to love him.
Yeah.
She's an obsessed little chick that...
I wonder if it has to do with the press secretary also resigning.
Caroline Levitt?
Yeah, didn't they say it was something like with that?
Yeah, no, Caroline Levitt, she supposedly she's leaving because she was on the decoy plane, and she got pissed that he put her on the decoy plane because that's the plane that's going to blow up or something's going to happen to that plane. And she's like, "What? You actually put me on the plane that something would happen to?"
Of course.
Those are just rumors, of course, but kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're a bunch of shady folk up in there, huh?
Bunch of shady folk. But what happens that's what's going to happen whenever you are shady and you do shady things. Did you know that Trump's net worth has like quadrupled since he got into office this last time? He has made his entire net worth that he made his entire life since he's been in office. So he's made the exact same amount that it took him 80 years to make. He's made that in less than 2 years.
Wow.
And his family.
Congrats, Trump. Congrats. Hope you enjoy that in hell. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Can you bring that with you to hell? I don't know.
No, you cannot.
I don't know.
Speaking of the administration, did you see RFK, what he had to say about all the food being poisoned right now? Because so much food is supposedly being linked to salmonella or just being recalled, like all of your food, right?
Yeah.
RFK had to say we should eat. He suggests that we all start eating alternative foods. Yeah, so just in, RFK suggests you eat alternative foods due to poisoning of our actual food supply. People will say, what the do I eat? Air? Everything is poisoned.
Yeah, right? Well, thanks. That's a great suggestion. What's the alternative? Some fake-ass lab because we don't really want that. We don't want that.
I guarantee that's what they're trying to say. Yeah. Yep. Eat the bugs. They want you to eat the bugs, you guys. Even RFK, he's one of the ones that really, that one that let us down the most because he was such a tricky guy. You really believed him. And we had no right taking him as the pinnacle of health, to be honest with you.
Yes.
It's always so inverted in your face. And I'm not talking crap about his voice. I'm just saying that whenever things are in your face like that and you ignore it so much, like Elon Musk being dark MAGA and everybody's like rooting for the richest guy in the world to come in and save us all.
Oh my gosh.
We're completely blinded to the truth. And I think RFK fooled us there 100%.
Yeah, they all did.
They all did.
The whole group of them. So what are we gonna do? The alternative meats? Well, we know what we're gonna do, and we are getting delivered meat services. I just ordered from Riverbend Ranch.
Yep.
Next month we're gonna go to Utah and get our quarter cow. So I mean, there is things we can do. We need to support our local farmers. We need to start having these things go on the road. Let's put these big businesses out. No more Walmart.
Yeah, and because these places, it seems like a lot of money up front. And this isn't sponsored at all, but I think that it's important to talk about. It seems like a lot of money up front, but it's actually less expensive, if not the same, for great quality actual beef and actual food that we need to be feeding our families. So it is very important to look into that wherever you live. They've got so many options with shipping these days. So if you can't drive to a farm or figure that out, you can get them shipped to you. So look into it, you guys. It's definitely worth it.
I think so. I think it's essential.
I think it's 100% essential, especially because Trump is saying that he wants to have beef imported. He just signed a whole bunch of deals making beef imported from other countries, even though our farmers here at home are losing their jobs, dying. They're just their companies are going under because our own country is outsourcing the meat. It's insane. Right here we got on the question was on the beef deal, which countries did you make the deal with? And at first, this is Trump's response.
We have right now. The growth will take care of that very easily.
Mr. President, on the beef deal, which countries did you make that deal with? What are the sources of the beef deal?
I don't want to say which countries, but there are a few countries, but they're going to be sending in the highest quality beef, and it's something that we need.
Highest quality beef.
We have that here in America. We are more than capable of creating the highest quality beef. There's companies now that have it in America. No reason to outsource. This guy's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, this is huge. He says right here, the United States will allow up to 300,000 metric tons of product for ground beef to be imported with no out-of-quota tariff. So we have committed that this beef will be sold at 25% below current marketplaces. So not only are they importing all of this beef from other countries, but also it's going to be cheaper. So everybody's going to want to buy it. I'm not going to buy it.
I'm not going to buy it either. Because what they're going to do is they're going to poison the cows in different countries, process it here, and we'll never know, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're going to do some weird stuff to these cows in different countries.
What? Because you can sit there and say it's the finest beef, but you don't know that because here we have very strict laws and regulations.
Yeah.
In a lot of other countries, I'm sure it goes a lot differently with their regulations and how they're able to process food and process animals. So you have no way of knowing the quality of that beef.
Yeah.
That's in other countries.
Yeah. What happened to making America great again? It seems like we're making Argentina great again.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. We're making Argentina great again. We're making great again. We're making everywhere else great again, but not the United States. He does not care even a little bit.
Thanks
about
for
the United
keeping up
States.
on all your promises, Mr. President. We appreciate it.
You're doing great. You guys, let's end on something wild that is coming our way. That will be El Nino. The El Nino storm this year is going to be wild, I guess. Right here, we've got Akash Gupta here says the last time an El Nino this strong hit, it 50 million people. That was 3 to 4% of the entire world population. Scale that to today, and you're looking at 250 million equivalent. The 1877 Super El Nino triggered simultaneous droughts across India, China, Brazil, and East Africa. Crops failed on 4 continents at the same time. The famine lasted 3 years. Researchers have called it arguably the worst environmental disaster to ever befall humanity.
Yep. So that was in 1877. And let's just take a graph of what the Pacific is looking like now as far as heat goes. So this is El Nino in 1877. You can see that heat strip right there. And then this is now. So just the picture alone is kind of letting you know there's something major brewing.
Oh man, you guys.
Yes.
That's quite larger. That's a lot of different posts right here from Polymarket. It says Justin JP Morgan, of course, warns a super El Nino could surge global food inflation. Justin Forecaster warns the coming El Nino is unprecedented and could be the most intense in over a century. Yeah, I mean, it's going to make weather implications here in the United States more intense. Winter is not only when this El Nino will peak in strength, but also when its influence on global weather is pronounced. So get ready for a wild winter, you guys. Apparently.
The wildest winter that we've seen in 500 to 1,000 years. This is what they're saying that it's going to look like. So in the U.S., it's going to be more winter rainfall possible in southern U.S. And then in South America, it's going to be a drought, a lot really dry. So I see this affecting our food. I see it affecting transportation, really affecting the world in a bigger way than we could ever imagine.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of different droughts are going to be going on in a lot of different important areas where there's a lot of wildlife and there's a lot of rainforest. So they're saying that that's going to cause wildfires here. That's pretty scary.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie, that's scary.
It is really scary. So let's think about all the data centers. They might be in some trouble when it comes to the weather.
This is something that you love to run on, and I absolutely am here for it, and I love it. Please go off on this.
Yeah, so the data centers are relying on like a stable weather condition, right? They're relying on the land staying the way that it is and then grabbing all the water. But just wait till El Nino comes and hits your ass, okay? Because the El Nino could take them all out in whatever way that it wants to, in severe storms or whatever. Okay?
Yes.
Let's never underestimate the weather.
Yes, ma'am.
In God's ultimate plan. You know what I mean?
It is God's ultimate plan. And again, you guys, we will finish it on this note. You do not fear. There's a lot of craziness going on all the time. There's a lot of evil in this world. There's a lot of evil people in this world doing evil things. What you have to do is keep your head on straight. Don't get overcome by these videos people are posting, these evil people just posting horrible things, and it makes you angry. It's supposed to rage bait you. I'm guilty of it. I was pretty rage baited by all of the Lindsay Clancy stuff. I will admit, it's gotten to me a lot. And I think that what we should do as a collective is not forget to sign off and stop scrolling so much. Spend some time with our kids, spend time with your loved ones, go outside and literally touch grass. Don't forget to ground your feet to the ground. It is very important, you guys.
So important to keep our heads up in these evil and trying times. Let's pray it up, stay prayed up. Instead of looking at our phone in the morning, I have moved my phone out of my bedroom. So that is not the first thing I do when I wake up anymore, because that's what I was doing, and it was creating some problems. I'm moving in a different direction now, and I would suggest it. Let's move away. Let's move away from the endless scrolling and depression, really.
Absolutely.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining us today. If you liked the episode, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. We also just started our new merch. It says, "Don't get psyoped." 100% cotton, super cozy. We also have our Buy Me a Coffee if you want to support our channel that way.
And make sure to check us out on Patreon to get that uncut, uncensored, unredacted full videos.
Till next time, guys.
See you next time.